Welcome to All Over the Stands, the channel where we explore the world's stadiums from hidden non-league grounds to massive arenas packed with history and passion. If you love football, baseball, rugby, American football, or any sport that brings fans together, you're in the right place. Let's get into this one. It is UK football stadiums. I believe this might be episode 5. So I've done a couple of these games. I really enjoyed this, exploring the different football grounds from around the UK. If you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. If you could, hit the like button and subscribe. Really want to get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So let's get into this one. We play this game. We explore the stadiums through Wikipedia. For this game, we're going to do it as a no time limit moving challenge. The play along link, if you want to play along, will be in the description below. And yeah, a lot of great content to come on the channel on All Over the Stands. We'll be visiting some grounds in person, hopefully soon, in London. Probably making a trip there in the winter at some point, so stay tuned for that. We'll be doing some quizzes, some predictions on Premier League. I'm an American that loves football. I coach football, so I'll also be talking about it as well. Or coaching a U13 girls team, 11 aside, exploring different formations, but we've kind of stuck with the 4-2-3-1, which seems to work. Not giving up many goals, scoring some goals, so there we are. This is Tilbury Football Club. Tilbury, I'm familiar with this. Why? Because #United have played here, or I think this is they did a ground share here at some point, Tilbury Football Club, but I got to think of where this is. I know where # is because this one might be TFC. So if you #United, it might be as I scout teams to look for or grounds when I visit. That might be one. Will it be at Tilbury? I'm not sure. There's Tilbury over here. So I know that #United's like in this area. Maybe they played Avely. I know that the coach, the manager, felt like it was, what's the name? Anyway, I can't think of the name. Thurrock. That's right, like East Thurrock or something. The only reason why I know this stuff is because my daughters were watching #United from about 6 years ago. So we've kind of followed the journey, which is pretty cool. Tilbury to Docks, East. It's not East London, but to find the football ground though. That's the only issue here. Koala Park, the Amazon Fulfillment Center. So Tilbury, Grays Athletic. Looking north. Okay, this might be, nope. Tilbury Town. Kind of looks like, no. That isn't it. The Ultimate Nerf Party. Thurrock. I'm not sure what this is. Well, Thurrock Council is where we are. So Tilbury. There it is, Tilbury Football Club. We zoom out, we see it. And the MER Stadium. So I'll drop it there. We're off by a point. All right, let's look up Tilbury Football. Tilbury FC. And the ground is Chadfields. So Chadfields in Tilbury, Tilbury Football Club, the Doctors, 1889. The capacity of that ground is 4,350, of which are seated. Tilbury Docks. So there we are for the first round, Tilbury Football Club. And like I said, if you've been to any of these grounds, I'd love to hear your story. That's part of this. We'll be doing some live streams as well. Not really sure what's going on here. Maybe a stadium here at one point. So I don't know really what's going on here. UK football stadium still looks like a ground that might have been here a while ago. Replaced with apartments, condos, whatever these things are called, flats. So, all right, not sure what's going on there. Yikes. Not working here. Or what's going on? Oh, no football ground. We got here till pay by phone 020, which I think this is a London. It says Thames Water. So we're in London someplace. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I'm going to guess that like we're west of the city, like this Wimbledon, let's say Putney, around here somewhere. I'm not really sure what this is, so I'm going to get on with it. No, we're in Eastham, which is interesting. Oh, well, the ironworks, the Boleyn Ground. How about that? So that is what's replaced. Upton Park. Upton Park, East London, was the home of West Ham until 2016. Green Street, movie Green Street Hooligans. Capacity was 35,016. So that was the Boleyn Ground, which no longer exists. So there we are. Let me know if you've ever been to Upton Park. So there we are, the homes. I guess it's just new apartment or flats built on the Boleyn Ground. How about that? So we're looking, yeah. I mean, this is it. So Ironworks Way. Let's take a quick look at that again. And I'm guessing this is where it was here, this way, right? Looking. I don't know. Somebody tell me about this one, because I'm guessing this looks new, and I'm guessing this is it. So Upton Park, did this formerly Priory Road? Yeah, well, anyway, somebody let me know about that. Back in time to the Boleyn Ground, Upton Park, West Ham. Interesting. All right, so Finlay, Son, and Gordon. This is Scottish, and you know what? I feel like I've been here before in maybe a UK football stadiums game on all over the map, the other channel. Dudgeon Park. Yeah, I think this home of Brora Rangers Football Club. Yeah, I think this is, man, I gotta think, Scotland. So, where in Scotland? I'm not sure. The Highlands. All right, next home game against Wick Academy, 29th of March. And, well, we're going to find out here after this sign. Or are we? I'm not really sure what's going on here. This. There's a sign way up there. All right. Inverness. We go from London to the north, and the A9. So we are looking south. Brora. Brora. Wow, it's hard to pronounce for somebody like me, an American that struggles, I guess, with pronunciations and pronouncing things the right way. Police Scotland School Park. Dudgeon Park. There it is. Homer Brora Rangers Football Club. So we go back, and I think we're right about there. Dudgeon Park. So Brora Rangers Football Club. It's got to be one of the further north clubs in Scotland. The Highland Council area. The Highland League is where they play. And founded in 1879, 146 years ago. Dudgeon Park, capacity 2,000 or 4,200 of which are seated. There we are. Scottish Football Association. So, all right. And like I said, if you've been to any of these grounds, I'd love to hear your story. Got another one that might not exist anymore. So, maybe. Does it exist? Are we on the wrong side of this garden in? Not sure. We got Snosley, or Snosley. I'm not really sure. All right, so let's leave this and try to figure out where we are. Ooh, I guess this is the club. Eaton Street, recreational ground. Eaton Street, Knowsley Council. So where's Knowsley? In England, maybe. Looks like a weird looking. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There's the ground. Pretty old school, proper football ground. The ones that I cannot wait to visit. The tin shed, whatever. Will be fun to. Again, things that you see on TV, you hear about, and yeah, parachute regiment. Okay, Merseyside. Okay, so Merseyside is up here, Liverpool. So now we need to find where. Knowsley, Merseyside. There we are. Here's Knowsley. Now. Knowsley, Chill Out Spa, Spooky's Wood. But we need to find the football ground here. And here's the recreation. It's the Knowsley Lane Recreation Ground, the Derby Arms. Whoa, how did I get this one wrong? Prescott, Eaton Street. So Frankie Knuckles Amateur Boxing Club and Eaton. So Prescott Cables Football Club is what we are. Valerie Park. So got this one wrong, folks, but hopefully you got this one right. So we'll look up Prescott Cables FC. Supporter-owned football club. Love it. Established in 1884 and founded, the ground is Valerie Park, capacity 2,070. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. That's a cool looking stand for me. Smaller ground than I had thought by looking at it. The IP Truck Parts Stadium, or Joseph Russell Stadium, known as Hope Street. Not sure what it's called now. I see that a lot. But it was opened in 1906, and the Prescott Panthers, a rugby league club, also played their Masters between 96 and 97. Record attendance at the stadium is 8,122. So pretty cool ground. This Prescott Cables Football Club, Northern Premier Division. So there we are, and yeah. So anyway, there we go. UK football stadiums. And we're headed through the woods to East Grinstead Town Football Club. That's a nameful there. That's a mouthful. Interesting looking football ground, this, and or stadium, I should say. But it looks pretty cool. It's in the woods. All dogs must be kept on a lead. Okay, whatever that means. There's probably something wrong with that. The gate's closed, only one way in, one way out. Looks like this ground, but East Grinstead Football Club. I guess that's probably the way you got to say it. Um, so yeah. Anyway, so I coach youth football, and just curious what I like the 4-2-3-1 start, right? And it has been suggested that I try a 3-5-2. I don't know. I just like there's something. So it got me thinking. Four in the back versus three in the back. Again, first year of 11 aside for at U13 in the United States, and I don't know. I just like four in the back, and it got me thinking about Manchester United going with the three. Well, really 3-4-3, but I don't know. I don't know that a three in the back is really going to win the Premier League. I think it was Chelsea under Conte, Chipstead, um, the Bees, the Wasps. So the Wasp. That's pretty cool. The O'Halloran and O'Brien Community Stadium sounds like an Irish stadium, East Court. But yeah, I don't know. It just had me thinking that a four in the back system seems to work. Seems to work in the Premier League. I don't know why Amarim's sticking with it, but he's not going to be sticking with it if he's not going to get wins. So I don't know how much longer that can last. Although they play well, I just don't know. All right, Tunbridge Wells, A264. I think this is up around London somewhere, up this way. Milton Keynes, Tunbridge, I feel like. But yeah, I wanted to know your thoughts on three in the back versus four in the back. So, and obviously I know it depends on the players and all that stuff, but I'm just curious, do you think a three in the back system would work or would get a title in the Premier League? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure it works with the players they have anyway. But I digress. And Tunbridge Wells. Maybe I'm off on this. A264. I just need to find that. Or is it down here? 264. I don't know why it's like in my head, but I just can't. Maybe out. Okay, so it's got to be around here. Tunbridge. There's Royal Tunbridge Wells. So south. Now I just need to find. Let's see. Huh. Colts Hill. Seven Oaks. Be helpful to have the 264, and I'm probably missing it. It's right. Here it is. East Grinstead Football Club. A lot of football grounds here south of London. It seems to be like a nice area of the country. Again, just what I see. But Brooklands Park and we're on the London Road. Food Fest Club and Blackwell Hollow. Furs Lane. Is that YouTuber? What's his name? Furs. Can't think of his first name. All right. So Blackwell Hollow, Blackwell Road. There's the Queen Victoria Hospital. So we've got to be around here somewhere. This is probably the park. Yeah, the bowling club. So I'm going to guess that we're there. I think I might stick with that. Nope, and it was right there. It's right in front of, right in front of my eyes. East Grinstead Town Football Club. So we'll look this one up. And pretty cool draw on this episode of UK Football Stadiums. We got a ground that doesn't exist anymore. We got the Wasps, found in 1890. A lot of old teams, small non-league sides on this one. East Court is the ground. The capacity is 3,000, and it's the Wasp, which that looks like a wasp. And we were actually playing a football match, and I was coaching, and there were wasps all over the pitch this past Saturday when we had this. And it's a good name for a team. Wasps. We have these things in the United States called yellow jackets that are kind of like this, but they are brutal. They can sting multiple times, and I don't know why I'm talking about this, but East Grinstead Town Football Club. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, appreciate it. And hit the subscribe button. I want to get to 1,000 on all over the stands. But this was a fun one. We went from the very north of Scotland to the southern parts of England, south of London. With that said, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.